What it do is show Beezy the Shoboat, and I told you, there's always drama over at No Jumper, and Sharp and Adam22 are still going at it. This might be the strangest turn of events in this whole saga though. So apparently, Sharp has an unhealthy obsession with Drake, and also has a Drake shrine in his bathroom. Now, months ago, during the Drake and Kendrick Lamar battle, Kendrick has the A minor line, right? So on the Heart Part 6, Drake played on that with a bar that says, you gotta be sharp. And look, Sharp is obsessed with Drake and always drunk, so he thought Drake was referencing him in that lyric and shouting him out.
Straight up, man, I appreciate him for shouting out and rocking with me. You gotta be sharp and let the fans know who was it. I think Church gave me, he gave me that shout out for that. And I appreciate it. He having fun with it right now.
So he texts Adam to tell him and says he's 85% sure that Drake was shouting him out, and tells Adam to DM Drake to ask him. At the time, Adam and Sharp are cool, so he just shrugs it off. You know how you have that one friend that says wild things all the time and they actually believe it to be true, and it just becomes like an inside joke in the friend group that you guys might tease him about every once in a while, you feel me? But now, the other day, Adam decided to take up Sharp on his offer and actually DM Drake to ask him. And Drake responded and said, why would I take that serious ass moment to shout out that guy? Which is kind of like everybody's take on that situation, you feel me? But not Sharp. Adam posted the DMs and Sharp was devastated.
Yeah, but Drake, fuck you, nigga. And this is where me and you part ways, buddy. Anytime I ever see your name come up, it's gonna be pure slander.
He even threw his Drake bathroom shrine in the toilet in response to the news. Adam22 then confirmed that the DM was real for the naysayers, and said this.
Yo, the streets, the ops, the reaction channels, they all owe me for sending that DM and then posting that DM, because I just gave y'all content for the next week. I didn't want to do that. He told me to do it, so I had to do it. I said yesterday on the podcast, like, I was done picking on Sharp, or I was done, airing his ass out. And then he goes on stream last night and says a bunch more crazy shit about me. So here it is. You are delusional. Drake has never heard of you, or I guess maybe he heard of you. He called you that guy, not like in a good way, but like that guy, that guy over there. Maybe this will clue you in to the fact that you need a goddamn reality check. And if you're saying you brought 1 million subscribers to No Jumper, go bring 1 million subscribers to your platform. Go bring 1 million subscribers to any platform. What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Then Adam does Mythbusters on some other narratives that Sharp has thrown out there.
I posted that thing about what a liar Sharp is, and I just wanted to double down because I was thinking about it, and there's a lot of other good examples. Like, for instance, there's a clip on his channel in which he basically blames his Kevin Gates interview not coming out on me. So I'd like to speak on that. Number one, I didn't even know he was doing that interview. Him and the team got that opportunity last minute, and so they went off and they did it. They come back. That's when I find out. Or like somebody sends a picture of him doing the interview. That's when I found out they were even doing that interview. I had no input on questions. Remo, I think, helped him with questions. He did not ask any of those questions. He blames me for that interview not coming out because he says that he was asking the kind of questions that he thought that he had to ask for it to go on No Jumper. No. I didn't have anything to do with that. Nobody had anything to do with that. And you didn't even ask the questions that Remo gave you. That interview did not come out because there was a bunch of questions that they didn't want him to ask about that he asked about anyway. They didn't want alcohol on camera because Gates is Muslim. Sharp was drinking the whole time. And Sharp was drunk as shit. That's what I heard. I ain't seen it or nothing. But I heard that he was like, drunk, like annoyingly drunk. And that's why it didn't come out, which makes sense because, like, honestly, like the majority of times that I've been around Sharp in the workplace and everything, he's been annoyingly drunk. That's like a huge root of his problems, and he kind of refuses to acknowledge it. So I mean, just that right there. Like, that is such a good example of this guy just lying about everything and refusing to take any kind of blame or accountability, which I know you guys love to say that about me, but he is the epitome of that. And still to this day, he has not acknowledged that he's done anything wrong in terms of why his views fell off and No Jumper didn't work out. On top of that, now Sharp is teasing that he's going to do a diss song about me because I put out a music video in which I did not rap a single bar about him. The only thing that related to him was the fact that I took a sip of the lean out of the pimp cup or whatever. He's such a clout chaser now that he's planning like music and shit to like go at me when I didn't even diss him on the song. Sharp, the transformation you have gone through from local hero to complete bozo needs to be studied, because you, my friend, are the most extreme clout chaser possible. I really think you internalized like Damn Homie's entire personality. No offense, Damn Homie, I fuck with you. But Sharp has like become you. It's something to be astonished by. Okay, Sharp, since you're doing all this sneaky shit in the background, let me just tell you, I did the song with Big Sad. I didn't say anything about you in the song. Why you hitting up Big Sad acting like you on your period? He ain't involved in whatever me and you got going on. So stop complaining to him on some, oh, we both black men, church. Why you letting a white man get between us? Grr, he drank out the pimp cup. Church, that ain't cool. Sharp, grow a dick and come do battle with the 22ster. Lyrically, podcast-wise, whatever. Just drink all the piss that you got in your crib right now. Fuel up and take me on solo. Stop complaining to the peanut gallery. Big Sad, he don't give a fuck. Relax, church. Let me correct the narrative. Almighty Suspect stands on business. Yes, there was a day over a year ago we were doing a podcast. Me, Suspect, I forget who we were interviewing, but on the other side of the office, at some point, we realized the Suspect's op, Blueface, was doing the now legendary podcast with Krishan, where she got dragged out by security. Anyway, somebody, Sharp, has been putting out a narrative that Almighty Suspect tucked his tail and ran. This cap. He found out that there was like 8 gang members on the other side of the building who definitely had an issue with him. Listen, Sus Gerb was moving correctly. Did he calmly walk his ass out of there and get in the car? Yes. Did he do so because I let him know that I wanted to avoid a situation? Yes. Could Suspect have got it popping right then and there if he wanted to? Sure, he could have wandered over to the other side of the building and just caused this fucking scene that would have been like an building and just caused this fucking scene that would have been like an epic fucking nightmare for all of our futures. But instead, he walked his ass over to the car. We went to the mall. People remember this day. We did a vlog going to the mall. There ain't no hoe in Suspect's blood. So let's dead that narrative right now. He stood on business. He did the respectable adult thing, and I appreciated him for it. But it definitely was not no tail tucking situation. I see a lot of people calling the 22ster a culture vulture, all the while seemingly oblivious to the fact that I done way more for the culture than their sorry ass. I don't give a fuck if you live to be 400 years old. My impact is going to be felt for a long time. Even if I'm gone tomorrow, they ain't going to stop talking about me for a long, long time. So fuck off.
So look, I know Sharp has to take advantage of this situation and make content around it to keep his personal YouTube channel alive since he's no longer working at No Jumper. But I hope he understands how crazy he's making himself look. And I don't want to go too heavy on him because at one point I thought he had the potential to carry a nice chunk of No Jumper with his ism, you feel me? And then that all changed when professional thotty Masika bodied him during her interview and made him walk off on his own podcast in rage. Then I was like, damn, he is not built for this. Because to keep it a buck, nobody is tuning in to Sharp for his opinion on hip hop. And Masika showed the audience that he can only prosper when talking to brainless chicks that don't have the intellect to rebuttal properly. She challenged him And as the Shade Room community would say, she read him the filth. And Sharp lost it and blew a gasket. And maybe this all falls back on his drinking issue, because that was the catalyst in his downfall. I mean, even the origin of this, his beef with Adam22, bruh fired himself from his job on his day off because he was drunk on stream watching a random YouTuber's video about Adam not appreciating him enough. And that's all it took to trigger Sharp to crash out and cause this mess. So what do you guys think about all of this Sharp versus Adam22 business? Let me know in the comments. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Show be easy. I'm out.